This is Imperial Collection.
I'm a little bit of everything.
I'm a true gamer.
And today we are doing predictions for the episode 7 teaser trailer. Prediction. What do we think will happen to Isaac? Now, I know that Isaac, bless his heart, is a big pile of robotic mush. But I feel because that is just a robotic body or a synthetic body, that they will upload his consciousness into another body. But I think Boy Cavalier will start tweaking through Dame Sylvia, will tweak with his brain to go after the other Lost Boy. So basically turn him into an assassin robot. True. What do you think after watching the teaser trailer?
I think it'll be corrupted because of what happened, and it'll be unsalvageable, or he will PTSD in his new body. He'll be having flashbacks to the trauma.
A little bit like how Nibs is not adjusting to what they've done to her. Imperial, what do you think on that one?
Well, I generally think he's just dead, and I don't think he's going to return unless it's going to have a plot twist at the end, and he's back, but he's not got the memory he has like Nibs. But I do generally think he's just gone. He's dead, and that's the end of this character. So, and it is tragic. It was a tragic story, and I just thought he was going to get eaten by the plant thing, but I didn't expect it to be.
Didn't you?
Yeah, I was expecting it to be that plant thing, as previous scenes in trailers or teasers. Someone does get eaten by it, but just got to wait and see who it is. I am thinking that might be.
Go on, sorry.
Well, I do think it might be more than Boy Cavalier at this point might be the one who gets eaten alive.
Well, when I saw in episode 6, is it The Fly that we've just watched, when the plant reacted to Isaac when he fed him, I thought, oh, he's a bit like a carnivorous plant. So when you said in your last prediction video that you thought he got eaten by the plant, I thought, actually, yeah, I can see that now. So what is the next prediction on our list?
Kirsch and Morrow could be working together.
So what do you think on that?
There's definitely something there. It could be intercepting communications, communicating on a different frequency, or communicating through slightly.
Imperial, what do you think?
Well, I think they are working together, and I think that's going to be like a plot twist we're going to be shown. As I think how they've secretly been working together is through when Kirsch finds out that Slightly was hacked. Of course, that's how Morrow's been communicating, and he's been eavesdropping on them. So I think he secretly, at some point, it would be a plot twist that we learn that he decided to communicate with Morrow and come up with an idea of betraying the company and offering a deal. And as well, I think Morrow could also possibly betray Weyland-Yutani because he's lost so much of his personal life on going on this mission. And Weyland-Yutani, the woman who practically raised him or took him in, no longer alive, and now he's dealing with her granddaughter. So I'm thinking he's got no allegiance to her, or the company. I think he is going to go off the rails and go in his own direction, as with Kirsch as well. Because, like at the meeting, why did not Miss Yutani spring the trap that they know about his personal saboteur on the ship? So I'm thinking, yeah, I think they're working together to betray the companies.
Well, for me, I do think they are working together. One theory is that they knew each other before all this, and then after Kirsch seeing what he learned when he was on the wrecked ship, like about the saboteur, about what they were hunting and what they were gathering, and the fact that because didn't he in one episode he has listened in to a conversation between Morrow and Slightly, or am I getting that wrong?
Yeah, that was that was after he got back to the island and that.
Yeah, so I think a bit like you along the lines that there was somehow contact made, but I do feel they know just from how they interacted in the elevator. I felt like they knew each other before. So
I don't really agree with that theory because the timeline wise, Morrow was in space. We don't know when Kirsch was made or built and if he met Morrow before. So I'm thinking
just another plot twist. We're not all going to agree, are we?
I don't know, but I believe it's unlogical for that fact they knew each other before.
Yeah. Do we have any more predictions?
what does Wendy mean by what did you do in the teaser trailer? And what I think by that is, I think, of course, there is a plot to take the Lost Boys and get off the island with Hermit and Wendy. And I'm thinking if they do get at some point get to the dock, because there is, of course, I think there's a scene where Hermit's with his crew, his fellow members of his squad, getting onto a boat or something at a dock. So I'm thinking they get to the dock with all the others, and I think they're about to escape, but suddenly I think one by one they drop to the floor, as I bet Boy Cavalier has got like an on and off switch so that he can later put them in that prison cell, what's also been shown in other teasers and trailers. So I think that's how that will merge together, so that all the Lost Boys get together and then they all shut down at that dock. Or it could be when she finds out what has happened to Arthur with Slightly and Smee.
Well, for me, I kind of agree that she can either be saying it to Slightly like, what have you done to Arthur? Because Arthur's always been good to Wendy. Out of everybody, he's not changed his persona around Wendy. He is what he is. So she could feel really bad for him because she's admitted that Kirsch has been saying things. She's seen what Dame Sylvia's been doing. She knows that Boy Cavalier says things. She's got all these people pulling her in different directions, but Arthur's always been the same. So it could be quite a upsetting moment for her. Or she's saying it to Dame Sylvia if, like you said, all the other Lost Boys go offline because her track has already been turned off. So maybe that disconnects her from the main computer. I don't know. But if she suddenly sees all the Lost Boys go down and then Dame Sylvia appears, she could be saying, what did you do to her? True. What do you think on that one?
I like both. I think she'll be saying it could be to Boy Cavalier.
Yeah. Will the Lost Boys get off the island? Now, for me, from watching episode 6 and watching the teaser trailer, I think it will be Wendy, Hermit, Siberian and Rashidi, Nibs get off, Smee and Slightly die, and Boy Cavalier, Kirsch, Dame Sylvia, they get off because they've obviously got a spaceship. But I think that Wendy's lot will get off on the boat. I think Slightly and Smee will die because of the face hugger. I think when it turns into a xenomorph, I think it'll attack. So that is my prediction for the characters. Mora, I'm not so sure on, but yes, that is my predictions. True. How about you?
I think they'll either get to safety and the Xeno will hatch out and it'll like breach containment because it's off the island.
Imperial, what are your thoughts?
I don't think they will get off next episode. I think because, like I said, that at some point they are meant to get captured in this prison-like cell. So I'm thinking they all are going to be imprisoned and captured, and that I think the others, Hermit and his fellow crew of the task force, do escape, but then will come back, or if they too get detained. But I don't think they will escape at this point. Maybe in the finale, but I don't think that will likely happen.
One last one. What will happen to the remaining alien and xenomorph?
Your prediction's true.
I think they'll just run rampant and we'll get like chaos, or we'll come back to it and the island will be like Jurassic Park and they'll have to like figure out what happened. Like maybe another team comes in, Yutani comes in with a different squad and they have to piece together what happened, and then we get flashbacks to Carnage.
Imperial, what do you think?
I do like the reference to Jurassic Park, as I've been thinking of that too. I do think the aliens will escape, like in Jurassic Park, and destroy the entire facility, and I think the facility will have to be evacuated. I think the alien from Arthur will escape from him, and it will cause chaos, as I know from previous trailers and that that we do encounter it. I think it does encounter the Weyland-Yutani squads that invades the island, and they all get massacred by it. And I think we also see it go inside one of the drains or tunnels just to get back inside. And I believe that Xenomorph will escape the other one and what's in captivity, and all the other aliens will get loose. So I'm thinking, yeah, this finale episode, or the end of the next episode, it will have like the fall of Neverland. So that's what I think will happen.
Well, for me, I think that Arthur Xenomorph will get out and somehow get back into the lab and release the Xenomorph in captivity. Maybe Wendy stays behind because she can communicate with them to try and contain it while everybody else gets off the island. But I do feel that Xenomorph and the one in captivity, they'll have plenty of bodies to attack. There are still multiple eggs left, which means there are still several more that can be made. So when Yutani's lot get in, they've got bodies to gestate in. I think that the eyeball will get out, and I think he will probably be the one that gets off the island in the body of some survivor. The fly thing, I'm not sure yet how that works, but it's got plenty of mechanical parts it can nibble its way through on Neverland, which will destroy it. And the plant thing, that again will have, if it gets out, it's got plenty of bodies that it'll be able to eat. It'll have, especially Yutani's lot come in, because from the trailer there's a lot of them that come in. So I think the aliens will take over the asylum.
There also could be, with the plant thing getting out, there's so much plant life on the island. It could
mutate it.
Mutate it and have different variations of itself. Or if its root structure gets in, it could mutate other plant life.
So it'd be a bit like Jurassic Park, that a whole new unit has to come in and either destroy and you just see how much the aliens have all taken over. Well, that's it for our predictions, folks. If you have any ideas, once again, put them in the comments. Hope you enjoyed yourself.
Bye from Imperial Collection.
I'm a little bit of everything.
Gamer out.
Bye for now.